welcome to the Skinny. This is Kelly, and yesterday at the Weight Watcher scale, we did nothing because we did not weigh in yesterday. Kim had a little bit of an intestinal issue. It's my fault. She's like, I wish I'd weighed in now. Yeah. She's like, but when you're up all night, maybe not. No, so I am down though, 85.6 as of last week. So,
well, I'm down 109.6. I would have loved to see if my little stomach bug got me to the 110. But
wow.
Oh well, it was a great week. Other than that, so yeah, here we are gearing up for Christmas.
So yes, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Merry
Happy
Christmas,
New Year.
whatever you celebrate. Happy. So what we're gonna do first off, because we have a couple things we're gonna just blow through.
Yes.
We are going to do the giveaway.
Because what's going to happen if we don't is we'll get to the end and we've done this before and we'll forget. We have to redo the whole darn video because we forgot that.
So we're going to do that now. So
let's do that.
There was a lot of entries and they're all in here and it was time consuming.
Not a lot of hardly any commenting because
No,
I'm just like, I can't deal with it. I got to just pick a thing and it's going to be writing down.
There's a lot of names in here.
Okay.
So do it.
Okay.
It's out of the Trader Joe bag.
Hold on. Okay.
You got it?
I only got one. I want to make sure I only got one.
Yeah. I got no glasses on.
It's a YouTube subscriber, Bobby Wylen, W-I-L-E-N.
Congratulations!
So I will be messaging you to get your address and get your info so we can send this out to you.
Yes,
so, yay,
our
all the
favorite
goodies.
things.
Some of our favorite things.
Yes, things we love.
Yes.
So right off of that, we are going to talk about freestyle. A lot of the comments made that. What would you say you felt like most people?
Well,
honestly, it was a great everybody loved the frees, the free proteins.
Oh yeah, and all the frees were all the zeros. All the zeros were big. But I think not to be followed up really just as many of, I believe, the rolling over.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say for me, the next following week, this last week, that one for me was actually the biggest deal.
Because you were really concentrating on trying to roll over points.
Yes, and I'm settling into the food. So the foods, I mean, because the thing is, I could always have those foods. I just had to pay for them.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like they're new foods that I never got to have. I just had to pay for them.
Although we had pretty much knocked corn out of our... literally corn was like off my radar.
But for me, the real new part of the plan, the big new part of the plan for me is which I've done it before when you weren't supposed to really be doing it, was the rolling over. And I think that's going to be for me, especially as I get to goal or where you're at, going to be the biggest deal.
It's a big deal because I think the holidays, this has been a perfect
lifesaver
time to even try saving rollovers for Christmas or Thanksgiving or however
we have more of an ability to eat free during the day prior to an event.
Yeah.
And I mean eat free, not like
eat
free
zero
for all, but not instead of go do without, which a lot of us do that. I've done it before. Have I done it before? Oh yes, I have. But be able to eat something filling prior to an event, which is what we did today.
One thing I did say to Kim, and I haven't figured this out yet because we've only been doing freestyle for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I told her I feel, and I don't even know if we use the word full all the time, but I said I feel like part of me feels like I said, am I eating too much? Because I have this kind of full feeling
all the
lot.
Time.
And I'm not used to that. It's not like I ever felt hungry. I've never felt hungry in that respect where I felt like I wasn't eating enough.
But just that sensation of always being full.
Well, and I think
I feel like I have that too.
And it's like, is it...
Not in a bad way.
Well, and I'm trying to weigh that. Am I eating too much? Or is it because I'm eating more protein and therefore it sticks with me longer? And I noticed that
sensation lasts longer than it did before.
Yeah.
That's what I think it is.
I think that's what it is. But it's weird because I'm not used to having that. And for it last this long.
And I am going to be a little TMI here. I do feel like the bathroom situation is different, but in a good way.
What?
A cleansing way. I am going to say that I'm throwing that out there because I don't think I'm the only one who feels that way. I'm sure I'm not. I do feel that way.
Really?
I do. just being truthful and real here. Seriously.
You didn't even prepare me for that. I had no idea you were gonna say that. I had no preparation.
Well, it occurred to me as we were talking about it that when you were talking about that feeling of fullness all the time, that was another thing I noticed. I'm sorry, I should have said something. I'm sorry.
This wasn't in the notes.
Well, it's something that occurred to me as we were discussing. You're gonna make me laugh.
This was not in the notes to talk about.
No, but I know I'm not the only person who's noticed this.
Wow.
Because I've heard other people said they've noticed some other issues with the beans, and well, I do. I think the fact. Don't you think?
Okay.
You gonna just say okay? I'm just like because you didn't know how to deal with it.
I don't even know what to say.
Okay, well, move it along.
Wow.
So. Okay. I do agree with you. I think that there's just a longer feeling of fullness after a meal. I do totally agree with that.
Yes. And that really kind of hit me this week. And we were chatting and I was just like,
yeah.
Does that, I kind of got to a point where I kept questioning, am I eating too much? And I'm eating servings. I'm really being very cognizant. And she's really, like, I just think it's because you're just full longer.
Yes. That's what I think. Now you've got me one.
Because I am definitely eating so much more protein than I ever have been before.
Because my goal has been really during the day to really keep my breakfast and lunch really pretty low. Because I do like...
You like a bigger dinner.
I like a bigger dinner, and I like to have room for some type of snack. It doesn't have to be a sweet snack, but a snack. Even if it's just a rice cake with a little bit of peanut butter. Something like that.
But again, you're adding some protein too.
Yeah, well, sure. The sweet snack I don't have to have every day. I have finally, early on in my Weight Watchers journeys, there had to be some type of sweet snack during the day, during the evening. That was something I planned for, counted for. I mean, now it doesn't have to be sweet. Sometimes is it? Sure. But is it all the time? Not, absolutely not.
I have really noticed, because I had cravings disappear when we went to Smart Points. I mean, I get the rare occasional craving for something, and it's not always necessarily sweet.
No.
But that feeling of wanting to eat all the time and that thinking about food all the time dissipated for me. And
but
with this protein more, I'm noticing sweets really, if I maybe want something, I'm tending not toward the sweet, and that is so not me. That is so not me. Because I
do like the sweet sometimes.
person, I do sometimes, but it's, I find I might want a little bit salty, and that used to be, I mean, let me put it to you this way. My downfall in all of this time was always sweets. Always sweets.
Definitely.
I would have called myself I would have said the reason I was overweight is because
sweets.
I wanted sweets all the time.
I was a fan of candy, chocolate,
Didn't matter.
in any form, cake, donuts,
cookies.
I liked anything that was
ice cream. I could have lived without, but
ice cream was the only thing that wasn't really an issue.
But I'd eat it anyway.
Oh yeah,
just so you know.
But it wasn't. I
would.
But it was all of those things. Potato chips. Nah. Was not a problem for us. Potato chips, nothing. I would rather just had a donut. Or a candy bar. Yeah, or 5. Or a candy bar.
Honestly, that's being honest. I mean, that's so for
absolutely.
me, noticing a little bit more with the protein. I used to think everybody would say, people would say, the less sweet you eat, the less you crave.
And I never believed that. I was like, that's a wives' tale. I would say, that's
crap.
It's kind of true, I think. I find it to be.
I'm finding they're proving that true to me.
Yeah.
And I used to think that is just crap.
The less I eat of it, the less I want it. You know what's really funny? We were in the drive-thru yesterday because at Frisch's, which is a local place.
This is our story.
They have the best Frisch's pie. We talked about Frisch's pie
Pumpkin
pie. Of course, we don't eat it. So we are having Christmas at our house. There's going to be 4 of us. It's going to be on my mom's side of the family, my aunt and uncle, because there's not a lot on that side of the family left.
But
we are minimizing.
Tonight is my
dad's
side
of the
which
family.
is big crazy babies.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're having a quiet Christmas day, which is great. So we are making the crustless pie for me, Kelly, and our aunt. So my uncle, he's like, not so, but he loves Frisch's pie. So he is not overweight. He can have pie. So we went through the drive-thru. We were sitting in the drive-thru because it was long. And going in there would have been even worse because everybody's there for pies. And we're just getting a slice for him. And I see they have something called a hot fudge cake.
Yeah, if you know what Frisch's is, you know what the hot fudge cake is.
Chocolate layers of cake with a big wedge of ice cream with hot fudge, whipped cream, and a cherry.
Yeah, we still love that.
They had a pumpkin one with pumpkin cake, slab of ice cream, caramel.
Yeah, well, pumpkin cake, ice cream, pumpkin cake.
Yeah, and caramel.
Yeah.
And then we sat there, we were like looking at each other going, and I was like this. Is that what I think it is?
I said, yes, that's what you think it is.
I looked at her and I said, oh my God. I said, wonderful to be back next year. And she said, oh. I'm like, well, maybe if it's back next year, we'll split one.
I was like,
and that was that.
Before, I can tell you, before Smart Points, even when we were
we still might have gotten it.
If we were at Points Plus,
probably would have gotten it.
We probably would have split it, but we would have gotten it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was just like, it's kind of weird, but man, it looked good.
But since we're heading toward the new year,
yes,
you know, we'll talk goals, but you know, because everybody starts doing goals for the new year. But one of the things that, you know, people ask us a lot is how do you stay motivated?
That's a biggie.
And it is a biggie. And I will say one of the things that motivates me, Kim's might be, I think, or of course the non-scale victories are great, and you should celebrate each one. You should celebrate every pound, because that it is a celebration. And it's an accomplishment.
All the fun stuff too, the clothes, all of those need to be celebrated. The being able to wear regular boots because you can zip the zipper. All of those are the
shorts, whatever. All of those wonderful things. You really, you know, I like I said, I look at my vision board, one of the vision boards I created, and I'm like, all of these things came true.
Yes.
Is that crazy? All of the things that I wanted on this vision board came true.
And that's awesome.
And that to me is motivation. That's why I love the vision board, because you can almost see these little pictures that mean something to you happen and come true. But also one of the things for me is, we talked about, I said to her the other night, I said, I remember how, you know, it can be hard to be a tracker and a planner. And right? I mean, let's admit it. It can be hard.
Yes. But a lot of people struggle with it.
Yes. But I said, how much harder is it to be overweight? How much harder
to walk into a party and feel uncomfortable with strangers?
Everybody's staring at me.
And having to try on a million outfits to get one that
because
you're not
comfortable in anything you own.
Shopping and just going, just give me whatever. I don't care what it is. Just as long as it's
just
black.
The anxiety of it.
Yeah, the anxiety of it.
The anxiety of going traveling and thinking, you know, what if I have to go up steps? What if the elevators are broken? What, you know, and that's happened. That happened. You know, and not being able to do things because of my weight was holding me back. Whitewater rafting or horseback riding or so many things.
And not wanting to do things with other people because I was so uncomfortable.
Yeah. And so that was to me, and I said to her, that is so much harder. All of that was so much harder.
And planning.
It was.
You got a phone. I mean, honestly, we have phones.
So I think for me, that was a way, you know, there are times I would just, when I was like, if I have to track one more day, you know, this was early, because to me now it's such a habit.
Yeah.
It's so ingrained. But before I would be like, I just don't want to track my food. And then I would think, but you know what? It's so much easier than how you felt before.
And going back to that.
Every day was hard.
Every day.
Hard. Emotionally, physically, I would get out of bed and my knees would just ache and I would limp out of bed. And that was just from carrying that weight.
I walked like a 95-year-old lady.
Yeah.
In the morning, I felt like I was so many aches and pains, and now I have none of that.
And I don't mean to say,
I'm 4 years older.
mean to say this. I mean, I know it sounds like I'm focusing on the negative, but
no,
it's not. I'm trying to focus on
why those things like tracking out, it's worth trying to make them exciting and plan and try to find ways to make them fun.
So they are so much easier than the other aspect that you would deal with on a daily basis.
Yes.
Drop my glasses. So, you know, for me, it's really trying to think every day when you're doing that and when you're telling yourself, oh, just one more day, just think, you know, trade it off with, but you know, when I get out of bed in the morning, it doesn't hurt.
And try to find a way to make meal tracking fun. Buy the little meal strips or do a printout, you know, use colored pens. Find any way you can to make it exciting and make yourself want to do it. I mean, find those little tips and tricks that work for you to motivate you to want to do it.
I mean, maybe you're on a phone tracker. Maybe you like paper tracking would be something that you embrace more.
What's funny, I was up at 5 a.m. this morning because I couldn't sleep. I'm on vacation, but it's still Saturday. But anyway, I was up at 5 a.m. And today was Christmas Eve. So I was up at 5 a.m. this morning and I was just wide awake. And I started going through, cleaning out my desk, doing all the things for the new year because I'm a freak. And I was going through all my stuff, and these are when you weigh in at Weight Watchers, if you've never gone to a meeting, you have a book. And the book has like so many like weigh-ins in it. And there's 4 of these, like there's me per page, and this is every weigh-in. Yeah. So this, you know, this is my last one that I had.
And there's your first one.
This is my first one, number 12. I'm actually on book number 13. So, and actually on January 4th, I will have been doing this for 4 years.
4 years.
Exactly.
Crazy.
That is really motivating. Looking at these is very motivating. I will never get rid of these. These mean a lot. They're pieces of paper, but they mean a lot.
Well, and I think for us is trying to, we really worked hard to get past the fact that this took a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
You
gotta, I think when you learn to accept that maybe you're not going to lose as fast as maybe some other people. Maybe your friend that you go with loses faster than you, or your sister loses faster than you. But I think the reality is it doesn't matter as long as you do. I mean, there's nobody checking time. There's nobody saying, what takes so long? This is about you.
Yeah.
And you have to do something for you, whether it takes a year, 6 months,
or 6 years,
4 years, 5 years, 6 years.
People lose it faster than I have. But that's their journey. That's not mine.
It's got to be yours.
It's called making it your own, and not, you know, in school and they tell you don't worry about what's on someone else's paper. Don't worry about what's on someone else's paper.
No.
We're about your paper.
Your paper.
Not someone else's.
Yep.
That is no true words were ever spoken. Worry about your own paper.
Yeah. It's about you.
It's about you.
Yep.
And here I've already kind of got my new planner for the year.
She's such a dork. I love it.
If this is something that motivates you, then do it. I'm motivated by writing down my goals. I am motivated by that. I'm more
really
visual.
not. I like the vision board.
Yeah. So I got my January goals and my yearly goal. It says goal 2017. 2018. I got to make that an 8.
You put a 7?
I put a 7.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. 2018. And then I did my monthly goals. And luckily, this planner, it's one of those happy planners, has placed for you to write every month your goals. My goals are to blue dot, to track, and try to eat as clean as I can, lose 4 pounds.
And that's January, right?
In January. And the biggest one for me that's a hearty, hydrate. So in order to set myself up for success in January, I'm kind of playing with my dailies because I do a calendar that has work, personal, and Weight Watchers. So this is where I put like my goals each day, things I want to accomplish, my hydrate strips. I've already set it up. Then this is my personal thing.
Your hydrate strip.
And then I do my work list. Every morning I write down what I want to accomplish at work when I'm there and just check it off.
I don't do these things. I have a calendar.
It keeps me
and
rolling.
I use my calendar, but
I
don't quite use it to this extreme because we're different. We're different.
Do what works for you.
And that's the thing.
And writing to my goals works for me.
Even though we've done this together,
yes,
it's also been very separate in the respect that we do things very differently.
We do things very differently.
You know, if we can do things very differently and still have the same results, that tells you something. You can be successful, but you got to do it the way that helps you be successful.
That is true.
It's what I might do to make myself successful might not work well for her. You know, so that's okay.
Yeah, not writing stuff just doesn't work for me. And like she doesn't pack her lunch at night or anything like that.
I would pack in the morning.
She does all. I mean,
just the way I roll.
I don't understand that. That for me
drives her nuts.
I don't get it. I have no. So
drives her nuts.
You need to figure out who you are as a planner.
Yeah.
And a tracker.
And a tracker.
And
a Weight Watcher.
Figure out who you are. Are you better if you write your goals down? Are you better if you do something like a vision board? Mm-hmm. Find out what works for you and set yourself up for the new year to be successful.
Yep. Because
you know what? Look at it. This is my year. This is my year. And I've decided this is my year to reach goal. So I'm going to.
It's exciting.
It is exciting.
I can't wait. I'm excited for you.
I know.
But we have a couple things we want to share.
Yes.
You want to share this first?
Oh.
We shared this on Instagram, but I have to share it again.
I love it.
Because we've been making so much chili, because I'm sorry, chili is wonderful.
Especially right now when it's cold.
Yeah, it's even the better. This Red Gold diced tomatoes, they make them chili ready.
Chili ready.
They're so good. They are so good. I love them, and I don't think I'll ever make chili without
them ever again. They're amazing.
Ever again. I'm obsessed with them.
They are, and they even had one that had a basil,
they had one with
oregano, basil tomatoes, petite diced tomatoes, which you could use in anything.
Yeah.
In a sauce or whatever. I like the chunky sauce.
I just got so used to always making chili because I didn't make it as much. But I mean, we'd make chili in the wintertime over the years. Yeah. But I didn't necessarily just go looking for, and I just stumbled upon these
in the Kroger.
Yum.
Found at Kroger, but I also found them at Walmart.
Yep.
As well with the varieties, which was good.
So it's
so I think you won't have trouble finding them if you want to pick those up for chili because it does have a nice flavor kick.
Yeah, Red Gold is spicing it up for us. I love it. That's really cool. I mean, and I don't think I've ever used really Red Gold that much. I've always used like Hunt's or.
Well, I still use the Hunt's sauce because I'm a fan.
Yeah, but
just because I've always been a fan.
I'm kind of a fan of
I'm
these.
a fan of these.
Where have you been all my life?
I know. That's how I feel.
Just
kind of how I feel.
It's awesome. Okay, and.
Thank you.
Look at these! Somebody sent us these are so fun!
Jackie Sharp. Oh my god.
They're little turtles and their little heads move. Their
they
little
came
bodies
in the
move.
mail. And I'm going to tell you, our turtle collection
is awesome.
Is getting huge.
It is big.
Oh my god, it's awesome.
Thank you so much.
I love it. I love the turtles.
They shine.
They do shine. They're all glittery.
So we will see you guys next week.
Maybe. That'll be. Wait. What's next? What's the new year? Let's look. So when is New Year's Eve? Let's look. Okay. So next Sunday is New Year's Eve. So we should see. We'll either see you the day before on video, or we will do a New Year's Eve one that day, which means we'll see you before. We'll see you before 2018.
So yeah, set some goals. I mean, everybody does it this time of year. Do it this week. And my goal, and I don't think I said my goal, but I think my goal.
You have one?
I do!
Just don't write it down.
Goals. In my head.
Okay.
My goal is to maintain and just continue to have what I consider a really great relationship with food now. I just want that to continue. And I want everybody to be and I also want everybody, all of our followers, all Weight Watchers to be successful and get to goal.
Yay. I agree.
That's what I think should happen.
I agree.
So we will see you
later
and maintenance later.
Bye.